Why hasn't the Imperium put the Emperor of Mankind in the Dreadnought? The Emperor hasn't exactly been having a good time for the past 10,000 years. He has been sat immobile and decaying on the Golden Throne, all thanks to his favourite son Horus, who caused a bit of a kerfuffle across the galaxy. However, the Imperium has access to technology that can take an Astartes who is near death and entomb them inside these walking behemoths. So why has no one chucked the Emperor inside a Dreadnought to allow him to walk and talk to his subjects once again, and just call it a day? Well, there are a few reasons as to why that would be a bad idea to even attempt, and it's mainly because it's just not possible. The procedure to place him inside a Dreadnought would more than likely kill him, at least in body. He is a perpetual after all, so even if he did pass, he might come back as the Emperor we once knew at some random point in time, though it is untelling. Either way, with the Emperor dead, it would send the Imperium into turmoil, or it could lead into a possible Dark King scenario, which would be bad for everyone and everything. It's probably not worth the risk. The one thing right now that is keeping him from passing away outright is the Golden Throne and the 1,000 Psyker souls that sustain him every single day. It is his life support machine that allows him to remain partially whole. Take him off it, and there is no more Big E. And let's be honest here, that throne isn't fitting inside the Dreadnought anytime soon, so the idea is already off to a pretty bad start. Then it only gets worse as other issues start to spring up. Let's say that there is a way to remove him from the Golden Throne safely, and he is now capable of being stabilised once removed. Well, now you have the issue of who's going to be the one to sit on the throne and maintain its stability, because I don't picture Magnus stepping up anytime soon. The throne is incredibly unstable after Magnus performed his shenanigans. It now requires a being of incredible psychic strength to maintain its stability. If the Emperor is removed, the throne would fail and the warp storm would consume a large portion of the galaxy. We would see devastation that rivals everything we have seen in the galaxy previously. Of course, they could go the alternate route and find a way to just slap the Golden Throne onto an absolutely massive Titan rig. It's unlikely to happen in any scenario, but still it's kind of a funny thought. But let's say the impossible happens. The Golden Throne is now somehow fixed and the Emperor can be safely removed from the device. Someone now comes up with the idea of placing him inside a version of a Dreadnought to help speed up his return to form. Then what? Well, you still have problems. The Emperor, even though he has lost a lot of weight since his time on throne, is still a big chap, and not exactly a conventional human or Astartes. The Mechanicus would have to create an entirely new Dreadnought designed to accommodate him, which is an insane task in and of itself, as who knows if it would truly work outside of testing. The risks are just too great. So without being able to remove the Emperor from the throne without him passing and the throne going kaboom, putting him inside the Dreadnought isn't going to happen anytime soon.